Ladies and gentlemen, now the floor is open for discussion. Please raise your hand and mention your identity and ask your question to our distinguished panelists.
Comments, I would like to say that there is a lot of potential and Bangladesh will achieve 50 billion for sure. I just want to tell you that it's about speed, flexibility, innovation. So you have competition with other countries, but we need to start looking within. How do we get it right first time? If there's a new factory which is starting, we should make sure it is having all this, like the minimum standards which Tumo talked about has to be much above the minimum standard. What more can we do? How effective can we do? And how productively can we do? And of course, innovation is important, but at the same time, promoting the brand Bangladesh is important, and working on speed and flexibility is a link towards innovation. Thank you.
I have a question to Mr. Dipu. Excellency, you have raised a question for trade dressing. After if we become the middle income country 2021, what will be our next step for the GSP?
I think you can analyze this thing at three different parts. First of all is the net aggregate demand and the capacity available in this part of the world, because primarily the denim, or we are talking about denim, that means trousers, particularly in the certain level of washing, is really concentrated in this part of the world. It started in Tunisia, Morocco, and then obviously Turkey was one of the most dominant countries there. But it has really shifted in terms of the technology transfer. I would say it is not only GSP plus. Bangladesh is the largest disproportionately affected country in terms of market access. Not as a LDC only. We have to also consider that as a developing country, even in the middle income country, we will still be disproportionately affected. So I think, first of all, in the multilateral level, the Doha round is complete. After the Doha round, we have to really see that what kind of subsidy is going. Don't forget, Bangladesh has really grown more than 400% output of corn in maize and corn in Bangladesh. We are really having an amazing growth in agriculture. So the day Europe will stop their subsidy to their farmers, or they will give subsidy or GSP to us. So, the market will shut down these things. And I still believe that WTO is the platform where we will get an eventual solution. And it will come till the day that real demand is there, then it will be make it or leave it situation. That day, I believe that we will get a solution in the multilateral platform with the pressure of European Union and probably from the United States to get a realistic solution for countries, not as a middle income or a least developed country, a country like Bangladesh where those who have the real capacity to serve that work, particularly in Delhi.
Thank you, Mr. Dipu, for your valuable comments. Now, final comments from Mr. Tomo, ILO.
Thank you. I suggest to go back to where I started from, and that is that it is very important indeed to have research and development. It is important to have innovation, but it's equally important to have skills so that that innovation and research can be put at use. There is a tremendous reform agenda going on in Bangladesh, and much of it is guided by the private sector itself. So my message in many ways is it's very important to market that. It's very important for the businesses to ask and to use the various centers of excellency and other types of initiatives that are out there. Innovators should not be alone in thinking all of this. It is important there is more information out there about what is available to you, to actually have a skilled labor force who will match the needs of your future. I think that is it.
For your information, we are running around 55 training centers all over the country for the skill development under the guidance of Finance Ministry. And already we give the training 12,000 workers. And there is another option is upskilling for the mid-level management in the factory and fresh graduate for the training for the management training. And besides that, we are running another project that is called the STEP. This is under World Bank. There also we are giving the training for the worker and giving the job placement in the factory. Now, final comments from His Excellency Mr. Johan.
It's been an interesting discussion, I think. I just want to underline my key theme. Predictability, long-term rules that will create the confidence from the buyers, it will create the confidence on the RMG industry to invest in the future. So what will be the trade strategy of this country in the next 10-15 years vis-a-vis the main markets? And what is the intent of the business and the government in respect to Accord and Alliance? How will the very high quality level of safety and security be upheld after 2018? A very early indication of this, I think, is important for buyers to know. And my advice is keep the system.
Our last final comments from His Excellency Dr. Thomas Prince, Ambassador of Germany to Bangladesh.
Follow my colleague Johan. Accord and Alliance are extremely important to continue work with them after 2018 because the markets demand sustainable and safe products. I can say that from the German market, the customers get more and more aware about where the product is produced and under which conditions it is produced. My government has introduced the Textile Alliance 2.5 years ago with the aim to control from the production of the cotton till the final product ends on the shelves of a retailer in Germany. The whole process should be sustainable and environmentally friendly and safe. To reach that, you need cooperation with Accord and Alliance. And please don't follow those who say it's not in the interest of Bangladesh and it's not a level playing field to have them here. And it costs us money and they are a pain in the neck. That's not true. These organizations help Bangladesh to have an advantage in the European market. And with the innovations done under the regime of Accord and Alliance, Bangladesh has this advantage and they have to profit on that by marketing this new plant and the production the way they are producing here. And I think Bangladesh under those circumstances has a great and bright future for their textile industry.
Thank you.
Sorry for last intervention. With all respect, I would still keep the debate for our future discussions that this industry is a Bangladeshi industry. The driving, the steering should be with the Bangladesh and the political will, which I say, from the Bangladesh government, not Accord and Alliance. Conceptually, Accord and Alliance was created to give us the capacity building, to give us advice. They were not the regulator. If I do understand that the West has less confidence on the level of competency of our regulator, but I can tell you one example, even from Sweden, the Swedish ambassador is here. I think one of the largest foreign investment is from Grameen Telephone. And I have seen, I also have telecom business, I have seen the Grameen CEO is waiting in the PS room of the BTRC chairman, and he don't care because he is just like any other vendor. Of course, we respect him because they are the largest investor. The Swedish Grameen Telephone, the Telenor is one of the largest investors. But so, Norwegian, I guess. But anyway, what I wanted to say, the West is investing, but West should not be in the driving seat of the regulator. They can be a facilitator to build up the capacity to control and to manage the workplace safety. I would rather propose for the future to think out of the box, not with Accord and Alliance, not with just the Department of Industry of Bangladesh, but there can be a realistic combination. Whenever we need for a technical solution, we go to BUET. Not only, I am also a student of BUET. I can tell you that we have limitations in BUET also. So, whenever we have, we Bangladeshi should have the driving seat, and then the others should come to support us. But I don't want to see in future that Accord and Alliance is in the driving seat and they become as a regulator in the country. There are other agencies, they should be put it together and Bangladeshi should have the driving seat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bipu. We will go according to our law of the land. We have finally come to the end of our seminar. We appreciate your time and patience. Thank you all, audience, for making the seminar lively. Thanks to the distinguished panelists for making your valuable time to attend the seminar and share with us your valuable thoughts on the topic. The discussions have been very significant and we must act accordingly from our position with an aim to achieve our dream of reaching $50 billion or more in the 50th anniversary of Bangladesh.